Coming up on this episode, more good stuff on how to land that job in Denmark, report from Womex, and a great website review by Vladimir. I'm Sabine.
And I'm Nima, and welcome to MyDenmarkTV.com.
This episode of MyDenmarkTV.com is made possible by CopenhagenClicks.com, featuring the largest collection of Danish websites covering all the practical aspects of your stay in Denmark and all explained via videos, enabling you to get around the Danish language barrier and get so much more out of your time here. So, welcome to this lovely Danish weather. Speaking of that, do you remember the question from the last time with the rain boots and the rain jackets and everything?
Of course I do. I've come all prepared this time.
All right, yeah. I got my rain jacket and you even got your gummistøvler. Now, before we move on to what's up, I want to give you a very personal recommendation. I happened to attend a concert last Sunday, I think, at the local Kulturhouse in Vandløse, which was for free. And it was by a singer. Her name was Indra, and she turns out to be a divine singer. She sang jazz, and she's from Puerto Rico, I think, and has lived in Denmark for a couple of years. And I mean, she had the sweetest charisma and the most lovely voice that would just make you melt. I mean, it was fantastic. I just want to share that with you.
Well, next time, Sabine, especially if it's free, do give me a call.
I will. I will.
Speaking of music, last week we mentioned Womex. It just so happens that Julie attended the event. Let's have a look.
Womex, the biggest world music trade fair. And as you can see around me, there are thousands of people attending from more than 92 countries. And you can find anybody here, musicians, professionals from the music industry, and there are hundreds of concerts, conferences and showcases. But now let me take you to an amazing concert, so just follow me. Well, that was an amazing one-woman show. Mercedes Peon from Spain. I must admit, I just love it. It was so inspiring and beautiful. But now let's move on to something else and see what we can learn from New Zealand. And here I am with Tanya from Creative New Zealand. Welcome to our show.
Kia ora, and thank you very much for having me.
Yeah.
I'd just like to tell you what we're doing here at Womex this year. This is the third time that Creative New Zealand has brought over managers from New Zealand who represent the best of New Zealand artists, contemporary musicians, and we were lucky enough to secure the services of Tama Waipara, who was performing in Leiden at the museum there. A New Zealand exhibition has just opened, and then he very kindly agreed to come over to Womex so that he can perform for us as well.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Oh, it's fabulous. We're very excited. For New Zealand, it's such a long way to come. And also because of our isolation, it's so very difficult for our artists to be profiled. So something like Womex provides us with this great opportunity for our managers to promote our artists. We're very, very pleased to do that. And we do that with the New Zealand Music Commission, who are really supportive as well.
Okay. Well, I wish you good luck with it, and thank you for an interview with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's all from me and Womex this time, and now let's get back to Sabine and Nima.
Fascinating, isn't it?
It is. It was. And why were we not there again? I forget.
It's unfair, isn't it?
I know.
Next year we have to go.
Okay, good deal.
Right, and now let's go to Vladimir for a website review.
Hello there, I'm Vladimir Chen. If you're in Denmark, once in a while you will be doing something for fun, be it a concert with your favorite band, theater performance, well, you name it. Today I would like to review a website that might be very handy sometimes. It's called Buymyticket.dk, and the concept is pretty straightforward. You either sell your tickets or buy tickets from people who will not attend a given event for some reason. Buymyticket allows you to sell your tickets for just 20 krona, or completely free of charge if the event is within only 3 days. The great thing about it is you can set up your own price, and even more exciting, the buyers can bid on your ticket. So if the event is really high on demand, you can be sure that you will sell your ticket. All you need to do is register a new account and set up a profile for your ticket, and people will start contacting you directly, and then the buyer and you will have a chance to arrange the rest, such as time, place of meeting, and so on. If you're interested in getting some cheap tickets, you can also use the service and see if there is something interesting going on to land that nice bargain. It might very well be a ticket to your favorite musical show. Who knows, right? If you want to buy a ticket, click on the code button, fill in your name, email, and telephone number, and you will get in touch with the seller. In case you are not sure about the price, you can still offer your own bid. Sometimes sellers are more desperate than what we think they are. So give it a try. Even though the site is in Danish only, it's pretty self-explanatory. No big chunks of text, you know. If you're a fan of a resource like this, join our CopenhagenClicks.com website where you can find lots of similar clicks and video tutorials. That's it for this week. Enjoy.
Thanks, Vladimir. That was great. I've actually not used that website before. I will do now.
Me neither, but you learn something new every day, right?
Yep.
So let's learn something new from Julie about work in Denmark.
This week we're going to explore about leadership in business organizations in Denmark. So today I'm with Peter Maxsø from Johansen & Maxsø, a consultancy company. Peter, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I know that you have been working with leadership and organizational development for more than 10 years. So my first question is, how would you describe a typical leadership style in Denmark?
Well, we're often called as the Scandinavian leadership model or organization style, as compared to America or other places. And we're often viewed upon as a little bit softer, a little bit more feminine, but specifically consensus-based. We're a culture of consensus and dialogue. We have to communicate and talk about everything and agree upon everything.
Do you see any new trend when it comes to human resource and organizational development in Denmark?
I would say there are many trends, specifically for the leader, the personal leadership. It's still know thyself, you know, to the mindful leadership, to your values, your visions. And according to the leaders in front of their employees or their staff, it would be facilitating. Facilitating, whereas employee-driven innovation. Get the ideas out of people, not to tell them what to do, but ask them what to do. And then I would say, of course, corporate social responsibility, corporate social innovation, and at last, measuring effect. It's very focused upon return on investment in these times.
What are the challenges that Danish companies face when it comes to human resource development?
The challenge is all the crisis. You got financial crisis, you got energy crisis, and it gives HR an obligation to be very specific. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? And of course, create meaning for the people, because when you have crisis, it can be very hard. So I would say to face the crisis international, and then create an environment where there is room for acknowledgement and for the people to create a good place for a good work life.
Thank you, Peter, for being with us on the show today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
This week we have a question from Payal Skrivistivas, who writes, "Hi, we have a 2-year-old baby girl and we live in Frederiksberg, Denmark, and we are looking for a good daycare kindergarten for my kid. Please advise us." Kindergarten daycares are also known as vuggestue here in Denmark. The majority of parents take their kids to a daycare. This is considered a tradition, also a norm. Here are a few recommendations. There is Eventyrhaven og Giraffen og Smørblomsten.
But actually, you need to be aware of waiting lists because everybody's signing up and you want to find the right one for your little ones. And we have an extra little thing for you. If you check out episode 36, we actually covered this subject and you can learn a lot more about it. Plus, check the link below. That's the link for Frederiksberg Kommune where you can find more information and even give them a call. Hopefully this answered your question, Payal. But if you have any good ideas or any advice for Payal, just write to us and we'll pass it on. Now, in return for asking this question, Payal gets 30 minutes free consultation with my Denmark TV team.
You can also benefit from a consultation with my Denmark TV team with any subject relating to visiting, living, or traveling in Denmark. All you need to do is click on the link below to consult with my Denmark TV team.
Yep, that's it for this week. If you have any questions for us, just pop it in the mailbag. We'd love to hear from you. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/mydenmarktv.
Or you can follow us on Twitter.
Exactly. Well, until next Wednesday, take care and have a grand week. Bye.
Bye-bye.